Hey everybody. Well, here we are. It's the end of finals week, which means it's the end of the semester, which means it's the end of the academic year, which means that you did it. We did it. We made it to the end of the year. Over the last few weeks, I've been trying to encourage you to make the most of the end of the semester and to finish strong. And now here we are. And we can look back and say with pride that we successfully completed the most unusual, challenging semester that anybody could have imagined. And that's no small feat. Don't downplay it. It's something that we can lean on in the future when we face unusual, difficult, challenging situations. We can say to ourselves, I know I can get through this because I dealt with all the craziness of the spring 2020 semester. Over the last few weeks, it's been clear that we have all responded to this situation differently, and sometimes differently depending on the week or the day or what's going on, even that hour. But in the end, we all made a choice, a fundamental choice, and that was to look this very strange, very hard situation directly in the face and to just persevere. Every morning after I make my coffee, I come upstairs into my attic and I sit down at my desk, which really isn't a desk, it's an old folding card table. And some mornings I have been really motivated, really encouraged, really happy to have my job, especially in these circumstances, something that keeps me mentally going when everything else around me has kind of come to a standstill. Other mornings I've been frustrated and angry. How am I supposed to run a college from the attic with my kids going to school in their bedrooms and my wife trying to work and just all sorts of loudness and craziness going on in the house? Sometimes I have been sad. I've been feeling isolated, missing people. I've been thinking a lot about just the awful cost this has taken on so many lives and on so many families. But whatever emotion it is that I've been feeling and that you've been feeling as you try to do your job from your kitchen table, or you try to do your schoolwork in your apartment with your siblings driving you crazy, whatever it is, whatever those emotions have been, in the end, we all made a choice. And that was to not give up, to not just throw our hands up in despair, to not let the situation beat us down, but instead to persevere, to keep going. And that is something that you need and we need to celebrate and to smile about and to feel really good about. Because we could have made the other decision, but we didn't. And as a community, we helped each other through it. We helped each other make the decision to keep going. We helped inspire each other and motivate each other. We helped each other by empathizing with the situations that we find ourselves in. We helped each other by just being honest about what's going on in our lives and how we're feeling about it. Whatever it was that we had to do to support each other through this unique circumstance, we've tried to do it. And because of that, we've all collectively made it here successfully. So feel really good about that. And again, use it in the future. Use it as something you can lean on and you can draw upon as we face other challenges in our lives. So right now, I want to send the message of being proud of all of you and of the fact that you need to celebrate and congratulate yourself for what you've done. But after we take some time to do that, we still have to face this reality. And so we have to figure out how we just keep going, how we keep plugging away. Whether we take 2 days and binge watch TV or play video games or just take a breather, take a breath, pat ourselves on the back, whatever it is, this situation is not going to be any different. We can't run away and hide from it. One of the shows that we've been watching a lot here in my family throughout all of this has been Parks and Rec. First, we rewatched every episode of The Office, which is still one of my all-time favorite shows. We're watching The Last Dance, which I love because I'm a huge basketball fan. But right now we're in the middle of Parks and Rec, and there's an episode where Leslie Knope wants to run away from all of her problems. And Ron Swanson, who I maintain is still one of the great sitcom characters, he has already gone out to the woods to escape his problems. And Leslie comes and says, I'm gonna stay here with you. We're gonna hide out from the world together. And that's when Ron realizes how foolish he has been and that you can't run from your problems. Right now, if we wanted to run away from this, there's nowhere for us to go anyway. No matter what we do, we're dealing with this situation. We're dealing with the pandemic. We're dealing with the economy. We're dealing with uncertainty. We can't escape it. And so we have to just keep figuring out ways to face it. So again, take some time to enjoy, to look back at the last few months, to congratulate yourself and to feel good about what you've done. And then you're going to wake up and say, okay, but I've got to keep figuring out how to face this. Well, what I'll say to you now is draw upon some of the things that you've done to get to this point. And one of those is leaning on us at Villa. It is staying connected with us. It's drawing upon the resources that we provide you. We want to help you over the summer and into next semester. We want to help you if you're graduating and you are entering a very uncertain world right now. We want to be there for you to continue to provide you any support and guidance and help and encouragement that we can to help you face this. We always say Villa is home. Villa is home because it's a refuge, it's a shelter, but it's also the place you repeatedly come back to find inspiration and strength and comfort and direction. So over the summer, we're going to continue to reach out, to communicate with you, to try to stay connected. And you do the same with us. Because in the end, everyone here at the college, everyone who's working to try to get ready now for next year, we're facing the same decision every day, which is how do we continue to do this? How do we continue to look at this challenge square in the face and persevere and to continue on and to overcome it and to succeed and to be even stronger once we emerge from it? And to do that, we need to draw on each other. One of the things that has always inspired me when times have been hard has been thinking about the history of our college. Our college has always been small. It's always been kind of the underdog. It's always been one that's kind of had to fight and scrap for everything that it has. And that's inspiring to me right now because it tells me that we know how to do this. We know how to face adversity and we know how to overcome it. And we got that spirit from the Felician sisters. If you look at the history of the sisters, what you see is that time and time again, they have faced very long odds, but they don't give up. They fight in order to serve people, in order to serve God. They are an inspiring, incredibly inspiring group of women because they have always just continued to push forward no matter how difficult the challenge has been. And I get deep inspiration from our students. When you stop a faculty member in the hallway and you say, hey, tell me a story about a student who's overcome some difficult circumstances, sometimes that faculty member will pause for a little bit. And it's not because they're racking their brain trying to think of somebody. It's because immediately they're flooded with so many names and individuals of students throughout the years that they have taught who have overcome exceptional, extraordinary challenges and circumstances. That's who we are. That's who our students are. And that's, for those of us who work at the college, that's where we draw our inspiration. So we're going to keep doing that. We are inspired by you, our students. We're going to work for you. We're going to work hard for you to make sure that our fall semester is as good and as rewarding of an experience as it can be. And in the meantime, you continue to stay in touch with us and to reach out to us and to be connected to us so that we keep getting through all of this together. And that includes you, our graduates. We are here for you. So I want to thank you. We're going to do this. We're going to get it done. And again, congratulations on finishing the semester, on completing this academic year, and on making it through one of the most extraordinary, unusual set of circumstances anybody could have predicted. You deserve to congratulate yourself, to take a break, and to have some fun. All right, until next week, everybody, take care.